everyone, welcome back. Today for you, we're going to have a little discussion about the books on my shelves that have the word family in the title. I thought this would be fun, and I was surprised that I had 6 books with the word family in the title. I thought this would be fun because it's November. Obviously, we have Thanksgiving in November, which is one of my favorite holidays. I love getting together with my family. We always have a great time, not just on Thanksgiving, but it's so fun to, overeat, enjoy the food, have fun playing some games, watching some football, having some beverages. We have a really good time. So 3 of these books I've read, 3 I have not. Let's just get started. This is in no particular order. The first one I have for you is The Family Game by Katherine Steadman. This is one I have not read. I have never read a Katherine Steadman. Some of her other popular titles are Mr. Nobody, Something in the Water, and The Disappearing Act. I have not read any of those. But in this one, we're following Harriet Reed. She is a novelist. She's on the brink of literary stardom, and she is engaged to a man named Edward. Edward is the heir of a powerful family with lots of money. Edward has kind of severed ties with his family. However, they go back home, and Edward's father gives Harriet a tape of a book that he's been working on. So she's very excited to check it out. But as she presses play, it's clear that this isn't just a novel, but it's a confession to a grisly game, a murder. And suddenly the game is in motion. So she has to, this is going to be an action-packed thriller, you guys. She has to play this game and try to survive this family game that they play. Sounds amazing. It sounds like it's going to be a page turner, and I'm excited to eventually pick it up. The next one I have read, and I think I gave 5 stars. That is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. This one was really unique. The author is telling a story, and he's telling it at you. Like, we're sitting around the campfire, and he's telling you a story. A very quirky characters, very quirky story, a very quirky family. But it was really good. Ernie Cunningham is the main character. I don't want to give too much away. I feel like going into this one blind is great. It's a good winter read because it's kind of a cozy mystery. It's set in a very cold, snowy climate. If you like Agatha Christie books, you will like this book. Someone ends up dead. We're not sure which family member has killed this person. It's an isolated setting. It was so fun. It was so good. It was just a unique murder mystery. When you read a lot of thrillers and murder mysteries, it's nice to get something like this to come along and just kind of stir things up a little bit. So if you haven't, check this one out. I highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. Next one, I believe I gave 4 stars. I read this a while back. This is A Death in the Family by Tessa. It's either Wegert or Wegert. This is book 1 in a Shayna Merchant novel, so she's the detective. I have books 2 and 3. I think there's 6 in the series. I think that one just came out, which is what piqued my interest again. I'm like, oh yeah, I have the second one in that. And I really enjoyed this. This is another isolated setting book. We're on an island that there's a storm. We have a missing man, a blood-soaked bed, a senior investigator, enter Shayna Merchant, and she believes a killer lurks among the island's elite group of guests, and that murder is a family affair. So Shayna, like 13 years prior, was a survivor of a serial killer. So you get some of that backstory. When she got this new job, she jumped on it. She was ready for a change. She wanted some new mysteries and cases to be solved. So she goes to this island to help investigate a missing person. She is working alongside another investigator named Tim Wellington. And when they arrive, they find blood in a house full of family and friends on the edge. So one of them thinks it's a runaway case, but Shayna's not so sure. She feels like, you know what, I'm trapped on this island with the storm. I'm going to do some investigating. She's not sure who to trust. This one I could not put down when I read it, and I'm really excited to continue on with the series. Okay, The next one that I have is Murder in the Family by Cara Hunter. This one intimidates me a little bit because it's told in a unique style. It's not a straightforward story. You have different types of media in this book, from like police interviews to different maybe newspaper articles. And it's definitely, I think it has even a podcast element, or a TV show or something. So that makes me a little nervous because I really didn't care for, I can't think of the name of the book. Here you go. Here it is. Because it was told in a unique situation, a unique way. It just wasn't for me, but there were also characters in that book that kind of drove me up the wall. So I want to still give this a try. The premise sounds amazing. It takes place in December 2003. We have Luke Ryder, who is the stepfather of a filmmaker named Guy Howard. He was found dead in the garden of their suburban family home. Guy was only a child. He was asleep upstairs at the time of the murder. His mother and 2 half-sisters were also in the house that night, but all swear that they saw nothing. Despite a high-profile police investigation and endless media attention, no suspect was ever charged, and Guy's family has been haunted ever since. 20 years later, you pick up, we are having a new streaming series, so on TV, called Infamous. It's dedicated to investigating and perhaps cracking this famous cold cases. So the production team goes in, they're re-examining the witnesses, they're looking at the crime again from different set of eyes, and looking for new evidence. The key players of the family are reunited, and it says, will the truth come out? Are you ready to see it? Cara Hunter this is her debut novel for America, I believe. Yeah, she's a British crime novelist. So this is her American debut, and it says it's a unique and wholly immersive thriller that puts the reader squarely in the center of the action. So I want to give it a try. Make sure that if I don't like it, that's okay. It could not be for me, but I have it, so I'm going to give it a try. Okay, and this one we're following Libby Jones. She comes home from work and she finds a letter that she has been waiting years for. She learns not only the identity of her birth parents, but also that she is the sole inheritor of their abandoned mansion on the banks of the Thames River. Everything in Libby's life is about to change, but what she can't possibly know is that others have been waiting for this day as well, and she is on the collision course to meet them. In The Family Upstairs, the master of bone-chilling suspense brings us the can't look away story of 3 entangled families living in a house with the darkest of secrets. This one was good. It was creepy. It was twisted. I love Lisa Jewell's, Lisa Jewell's writing is really, really great. I've read almost all of her murder mysteries. She does write contemporary / a little bit of romance, general fiction type books in her backlist that I haven't really read too many of, but yeah, she's a great author. So this one is a fun one. Pick this up if you haven't already. And then this next one I have not read. I'm anxious to. It's John Marrs. I really love John Marrs' books. I think I've read 2 only, but they were both 5 stars, I believe. This is Keep It in the Family. This one, we're following Mia and Finn. They're turning this rundown house into their dream home. They're willing to put in the money and the time and the work to make this house that they just bought their dream home. Mia ends up getting pregnant when they move into this home. So Mia thinks, okay, good. Perfect timing. We have the house how we want it. I'm pregnant. Baby's going to be due. Everyone should be living happily ever after. But then Mia discovers a chilling message in the basement, and it says, I will save them from the attic. Following the clue, maybe she didn't find it in the basement. I mean, I could be making that up. Maybe it's in the attic. But she finds this message, and it says she's following the clue up into the eaves. The couple make a gruesome discovery. Their dream home was once a house of horrors. In the wake of their traumatic discovery, the baby arrives and Mia can't shake her fixation with the monstrous crimes that happened right above them. So it was in the attic. Haunted by the terrible things she saw and desperate to find answers, her obsession pulls her even further from her husband. Secrecy shrouds the mystery of the attic, but what But when shards of a dark truth start to emerge, Mia realizes the danger is terrifyingly present. She is prepared to do anything to protect her family, but is it already too late? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so this one sounds really good. I really like the way his writing just pulls you in, and then you get obsessed and you can't even put it down until it's over, and then you're sad when it's over. So there you have it. I'm losing lighting, so I'm going to call it a night. But have you read any of these? Do any of these sound intriguing to you? And we have, a few weeks till Thanksgiving, but I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I have a fun video idea coming up for book recs that have to do with Thanksgiving dinner. So look out for that. And that's all I got. I hope you guys are reading something amazing. And thanks for tuning in to watch the video. I will chat with you down in the comments. I love doing that. So don't forget to let me know if there are any books with the word family in the title that you can recommend for me to check out. I would love that. And that's it. Happy reading. See you in the next one. Bye.